My name is Remigijus Lapinskas. I am representing World Bioenergy Association. From one hand side, we can be happy with the process, how parties work towards the agreements, and the parties, the states, they react, let's say, in an adequate way to the problem, which is a huge problem. The climate change, I would say, this is a major problem of today's world. But on the other hand, we see that so-called nationally determined contributions, those are on the level which is not fulfill requirements of the Paris Agreement. I mean, states should, the states' input should be stronger, and we need actions. We need more actions, actually, to finally to fulfill the requirements of Paris Agreement, not to let temperature rise more than 2 degrees Celsius. Yeah, the carbon tax is only instrument, is the, let's say, possibility to send a signal or message to the market, to the society as well, also to the business community. The most important thing is that the World Bioenergy Association, we declared the need to get rid from fossil fuel use, because the carbon in the atmosphere, it comes from beneath, it comes from that we use fossil fuel. And there is actually no other way to combat climate change, but just simply to stop using fossil fuel. And of course, the members, the states, the parties of the Paris Agreement, they can use carbon tax as the instrument to urge, let's say, all the energy system, all the transport system to switch from fossil fuel to renewable energy, because, as I told, this is the actually only way to solve the problem of the climate change and to achieve the targets of Paris Agreement. All other ways to rely on kind of unproven technologies, or let's say to create a kind of mess with the different methodologies and calculation, this is not the real combat climate change. The real thing is to get rid from fossil fuels. Yeah, I think that everything depends now on the states. If there is a political will and if there is a political understanding of the dimension of the problem, that this is a real main problem of the world for today, so then of course carbon tax can be introduced. Other incentives could be, let's say, developed for this main reason. And of course, the business society, it's waiting for the clear message what the politicians want to create. If we want a clear, let's say, clean world, if we want to stop pumping the fossil CO2 into atmosphere, the technologies will come. All the research organizations, all the scientists, they're already done, and they do the job to create, let's say, positive examples or positive technologies in that way. So, I mean, the world is waiting. If the COP22 here in Marrakesh will issue the clear message that the time for action has come, so I absolutely believe that we can combat climate change, and we can, let's say, to stop that problem, and we will not have to change our lifestyle in the future because just of the rising temperatures, rising water level, global water level, and so on. So I'm optimistic on that.